Hey, what's up? This is Scott, Billy Goat Garage. Um, Update on the axle situation. Sorry about that. I decided to go with the 9-inch. Well, 8.8, sorry. The Ford 8.8. 355 gears. The axle. This one was on the passenger side, the way the carrier's sitting, and this one was out of the driver's side. The driver's side had a leak, but I got everything. I marked all my caps just in case, you know. 1 dot, 2 dots. But now I have this axle out of the 2001 Toyota Tundra. Bolt pattern, 6 lug, and I don't know what I'm going to do with the 8.5. It's 355 gears too. But this is up for sale, $100. Come get it. Yeah, $100, it's yours. But that's the axle. I've got it stripped down. The gears are out, as you've seen. Now it's time to start cutting and cleaning. But that's it in a nutshell. Yeah, that's the one that was leaking real bad. Y'all have a good one. Check back later on the progress. Okay. Back in the garage. Actually, this is day 2. I worked on the axle till about 8 o'clock last night, and then or the night before, and then yesterday. Yeah, sometime. But this is what the axle looks like now. I got all the braces off. I left that just to keep any garbage from going down in that hole. I got to relocate that vent. But that's her so far. Not looking bad. Come out good. And there's the other two. The top one is the 8 and the Chrysler, and the bottom one is the Tundra. Sorry about the trash bags. I just opened up the garage door to take it out. But that's her in a nutshell, man. More to come. I did get the axle, the 8.8 Ford axle cleaned up. I got all the braces cut off, the leaf spring brackets, the shock brackets. Took out the axles because I really didn't want to heat them up with the sanding and all that stuff. The axle itself wasn't in bad shape. Where the leaf spring perches was sitting, usually that is where all the junk gathers, you know. But this is what I've been messing with today. I've been doing some taping. The axle is, okay, I don't know if y'all can see that. Okay, this first line right here is center of the Jeep. Okay, the axle. I measured from right here, where the bump stop was, down. That is the outside measurement of the axle or the frame. Now, and this is the center point. That line going that way is the center. Then I went and I moved the axle back. I think it was 3.5 inches, 4 inches. And now this mark here and that dot over there, that is this side of the axle and that's that side of the axle from up here, from up in this area. It's setting, this is perfectly level, which gives me my 10-degree pinion angle. I'm going for 7 to 10. That's a safe zone for me. Because when I yanked this out of the F-150, it was set at 10. And when I took the Chrysler axle out, it was set at like 8.5, 7, something through there. But it all actually ends up to what the transfer case shows, you know, my angle. Doing so of sliding the axle back, because I want to have less departure angle. I just hung this up here for measuring. I've got to cut all this out, which is good because I got plans for this, and that just kind of went with it. As you can see, I don't know if you can zoom in down there, but that right there is my pinion. And I mean, I couldn't have got more luckier to have this axle literally centered and working like it is. Now I took and went, it took me 3 tries to get it centered. Ow, there's a friggin' clip there. Ow, that hurt. Let me bring a light up here and I'll show you what I mean. But it took me 3 times to get this where I wanted it. Okay. The big line you see, that's the one I went with. The first one was out farther, and then I moved it too far and then had to slide it back. But that blue line is 11 7/16 from here to that mark. Okay, I went over on the other side, did the same thing, and it's 11 7/16 from this flange to that mark. And my pinion's perfectly lined up. When I had the axles out, I did a spline count on them. I counted 31 splines on it. I'm a happy camper. But there's the other dot that I was talking about. I did the same thing here as far as moving the axle back, but that's the center line, and then you got a center line that runs from the back of the Jeep all the way up to the front, And you can't go by these World Projects. But there's my center line for the Jeep. Phew, a lot been going on today, at least. But I am happy with the progress. Tickles pink, I got that cleaned up. But my hat's off to people that do that, man. I tell you what, that was a lot of cutting, grinding. Yeah. But slowly but surely, I think I'm going to name this project Phoenix. Okay? Because something that's dead that rises from the ash. This is a good name for this. This is Phoenix. This is Project Phoenix. But I appreciate y'all turning in. Be safe. Have a good evening. And like, subscribe, hit the thumbs up. Let me know what you think. I'm kind of curious of what you all think. But be safe, be good, and have a good one.